Welcome to EJH British Cars. So I just been doing some bits and pieces today, but I started working on the windshield attachment, and I thought I would go over that with you and I'll show you the other pretty stuff. I'm doing a little bit of chrome and stuff. This is a break from all the hard work like color sanding. So let's go take a look. So got the bumperettes on, that's another video, but I just put the tail lights in. This is the brake light. This car only has one central brake light, and then this is the other one here. So not too much exciting here other than the threaded holes in the base of this, which is where the screw for the lights was supposed to be 1032 and it was like 9 3/4 32. So I had to run a tap through that, but that's not that big a deal. And on this center light, it never shows that there's a gasket here or anything, but this is still a curved surface, so I cut a rubber one out and put it in. And I think that looks just fine. Thing I wanted to work on today was these are the attachments for the windshield, so they bolt onto the cowl here, and then the windshield slides in and it has dust fasteners. So these are handed left and right, and they mount on the car this direction, so point forward, the square corner up, and then it's going to get some screws through here. These are the two holes for the dust fasteners, and I think these are the 3 attachment points. Another thing that I did for them, I don't see it shown, and I weren't even going to take it apart. I made gaskets, just paper gaskets, just from some, flat paper stock, or gasket stock. This seemed like a good idea where they're going. Wouldn't want rain to run in during a rainstorm, or for that matter, for these things to scratch up the paint. So today I thought we would put the trunk lid on. So the first thing I'm doing is putting this rubber edging in. I'm not bothering to glue it in because it fits over this lip pretty well. It's kind of a pain in the butt working around the corners, but it's doable. So I bring that around and then trim it to length. And I also need to put the drain pipes on here. So here's one of the hinges, and if you notice, it's cut at an angle. I think that one's higher than that side, and that's because it goes to meet the body contour this way. And before you put it into the hole, you want to get a gasket, put that on, drop that through the hole. I was just noticing as I put it on, this gasket is a little big, and particularly that protrusion in the back. So I think we're just going to snip that down a little bit with my trusty scissors. So it won't look quite so humongous. A little long on the side too. Easy enough to fix though. So that, place it in the holes, and then we're going to use I have a flat washer and a star washer, and then of course the nut. Now we're not going to tighten these down, we're just going to run them up finger tight, and that's so that we're probably going to have to move these around a little bit, just somewhat this way, just get the alignment right, and then we may want to try to, not that there's much, but there's 1/8 of an inch, we may try to even up the gaps a little bit, and then after we're done all that, we'll tighten it down. Now, this will be easier with 2 people, but I don't have that luxury right now. So we'll just gently on the edges. Start it. Make sure your gasket didn't fall out. That one through. This one, I'm going to do the bottom one. I'm not going to run it tight, and I'll show you why in a minute. This is the prop stick for this side, and that goes underneath this hinge hardware. So the top of it's got a fork, so we can get it behind that one we've already started. It's laughing at my futile efforts. fork must have been pinched together a little bit. I didn't notice. That's okay. I got it in now. Let's do those finger tight. Get the other side bolted up. I'm going to take this, put that rubber thing in there a couple of days ago. I think it's tight. First time I used it. Not much adjustment in this thing, but there is a little. Now, it's twisted that way just a little bit, so what I'm going to have to do is take that far hinge off. We'll follow the holes out and let it come forward. It only needs to come up about 1/8 of an inch, but it needs something. Just to put the toilet seat cover on. So I don't know if they're supposed to have gaskets, but it sure seems like they should. So I made a pair of gaskets and I cleaned out the holes. That was a 5/32 40, which is I think a BSA size, but it's probably just a fine thread number 8 at a guess, but you'll have to find out for yourself. Anyway, this is pretty straightforward. Gasket, cover, and then screws. Because the only bad part is that the spring in the cover always wants to close up on you. The other problem I had is the holes were too small in the cover. It really seems like these things, they put the right size in and then they chrome them. So the chrome fills them in. So they're always like 10 thousandths undersized. Everything we've been dealing with chrome, between the tail lights and these now. Alright, so we'll get these started now. That feels hopeful. And there it is, all bolted down. I do not have that lock. I need to buy that, but that's no big deal. And the little escutcheons worked. They call them toilet covers. I can see why. Because the car needs a really good bath. It is filthy right now. But that looks, it's nice to see it coming back together. This thing's all pushed up a little bit from that seal hasn't settled in yet. And the fit on these cars isn't that great to start with, so. But I got a bit of a gap here. It's a bit tight on these ends. And it's close up here, but it doesn't quite touch. Because this car has been hit so many times, God only knows. Well, I hope you enjoyed all that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.